Should law enforcement be able to search people's phone without a warrant? This current event presentation will be about whether or not police must obtain a warrant to search the data on a cell phone if a person is under arrest. There are really good debates for both sides of this argument. Criminal suspects in Massachusetts and California were convicted in part after phone numbers, text messages, photos, and address obtained from personal electronic devices linked them to criminal and drug activity, such as David Riley. David Riley was detained in 2009 for having an expired vehicle registration and having a suspended license. When authorities impounded the Lexus, loaded weapons were hidden under the hood. After the college student's arrest, San Diego police took a look at his smartphone. Text messages, contacts, and video in the touchscreen device led officers to believe Riley had organized crime connections, and a photograph of another vehicle owned by the suspect was linked to an earlier drive-by shooting. He was convicted in state court and received a 15-year jail sentence. Also, Brima Worry was arrested in 2007 for selling 2 packets of crack cocaine. He had an old-style flip phone in his pocket, and police in Boston used call logs on the device to trace his real home address, as the suspect gave a bogus one. Worry was later convicted in federal court and is serving 22 years behind bar. In neither case did police seek a warrant before the phones were searched, and they found more drugs, a weapon, and ammunition. Some other reasons why people want police to not have a warrant is because smartphones allow information to be easily shared to each other. Therefore, other people can delete stuff if they think you're going to get in trouble. So let's say you give your friend your Facebook password and you posted all these pictures of legal weapons on Facebook. Now your friend can go and delete all the pictures if you were to get arrested. That's why police need to search first to ensure officers' safety and prevent destruction of evidence. There is problems with not having a warrant to search a person's phone first. Some people say that the Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. At the touch of a button, a simple phone search could become a search of private and confidential information, such as medical records, banking activity, and work-related emails. Also, modern phones have things such as medical records and banking activity that in the past you could only find by searching a home desk, bank vault, or a medicine cabinet. My question to you is, how is searching a phone different than a wallet or a purse, and should police be able to search your phone without a warrant? Crystal?
They should be able to search without a warrant because they have evidence that there is something on the person's phone that they should be able to look at it to stop it.
Yes. Elijah?
I think that in order for a police to be able to have the right to search your phone, that they should at least have like backup like evidence or something to at least have like let's say I were like older and I got pulled over, they want to search my phone because they think that I could be like selling drugs or something. I would want them to search my car first before doing that because I don't know, it just would have felt like better. I would have felt that my stuff was being kept more private.
Yeah. Brandon?
Do the cases have to be extreme enough, like if they were like dealing drugs or something like that, could I just check their phone?
Well, if you're brought into court and you're selling drugs, the police can get a warrant to look at your phone, but the police officer could also check your phone before when you were arrested to make sure there's nothing else, such as pictures or videos or anything else.
Or do they have to be extreme that has like something?
I don't think necessarily police officers can search your phone if you're under arrest just for anything.
You guys are going to need to speak up. I know there's a lot of kids in the hallway. Okay, so you too, Alex. So we got to speak over the noise in the hallway right now. He's really having a hard time hearing your question.
Erica?
What if they make a law? What if the criminals kind of hunt them down? What if they just delete them off, and that's their phone just to have nothing? Or what do you think?
Yeah, that's one of the problems is if the police don't search your phone first, then there's a possibility of, like I said, if you give your friend your Facebook password, they can just go and wipe out everything for you.
And then all the hacking issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystal?
Do you think there are more people that hide stuff on their phone or that hide stuff within their phones or wallets?
Well, more people. It said in the article that phones are becoming more popular for criminals to organize drug trades and do drive-by shootings and all kinds of stuff. So phones are becoming more popular than any other, like, email that can also. Paige?
Do you think that it should be considered, like, do you think that cops should be allowed to?
Yeah, I think cops should be able to search your phone first, because then there's if they don't, then there's a possibility of people going and erasing everything, or Eli?
Do you think that if you're living with like a group of friends or something and the cop wanted to search your phone, would you think that he would have the warrant, like if you got a warrant, that he would be able to search all the people's phones, or just the driver?
It's only if you're under arrest. So if you're like hanging out with your group of friends, and I don't think a police officer would come up and ask you for your phone.
If you're like in like a drunk driving situation, do you think he would just search a driver, or would he search the passengers too? For like pictures or something?
I think he would probably search the drivers, since the drivers, it's their phone, because the passenger could be anybody, and they don't have to be part of maybe what the person that driving was part of.
We've had stories like this. We've had stories like this in the past where we talked about privacy, when we talked about internet bullying and what the district can do to watch and so on. And it kind of comes down to the same thing with random drug testing I think we've had in the past. If you have something to hide, does that make you guilty? If you don't have anything to hide, wouldn't you hand your phone over? You know, so it's an interesting debate that you have. So where do you draw the line on a police officer's right to go through your things? Alex made a connection that I want you to try to think about quick before we end, is, you know, if they can go through your car and they can go through your purse to look for a weapon or anything, could they go through your phone? Is it that much different? Anybody?
Eli?
I think that if, like, you know, like cops searching purses and like laws and stuff, I think that has just enough information in it, like in the purse or wallet, like an ID and everything, more than a phone, because phone has more of like online stuff, like maybe like let's say a cop pulls you over and all you had on your phone was like simple contacts or something because they're like new, they could still like confiscate or something, but I think that you could get more information from a purse and a wallet, like an ID and stuff, because like if you pulled somebody over and they didn't have their wallet, then I think they get a ticket or something like that. But if you pull somebody over and they have their phone, they may have an ID on that.
Yeah, there are, on your phone, some people have like their banking information and stuff on there, but there's not a really big difference between looking at somebody's purse. Like, somebody may have medicine in their purse, and that could. Crystal?
Will this topic or situation be mostly for boys or girls?
Both.
Okay, if you're on a device, if you're back channeling, you can certainly summarize your thinking now, please. Alex, do you have any final thinking things for us?
Nope.
Okay. So that's. I want to thank anybody if you joined us on our discussion today on police privacy or police rights as far as checking your cell phone for information. If you go to the back channel, if you want to join our discussion or if you want to watch this video later, it'll still be open for a while. Let's give Alex a round of applause.